So thank you so much. I'm going to be very brief, and hopefully my brief talk will be of value. Um, so basically, we are a tea brand. What are we really trying to do? We are trying to build a very credible last mile access brand for tea. What is so good about tea? What is so great about this? Why would a person of our background in my team, most of them working for large consulting firms, IMs and so on, get together and go after tea or chai, simply because the market is very, very large. It's a 20,000 crore, 30,000 crore market. Nobody has paid attention to it. And it's getting the right kind of attention globally. So we thought of it as an opportunity that needs to be addressed, and we got after it. Now the talk talks about what are the things that we never imagined would be encountered in course of our business and that could potentially change our business, and how to some extent we went about it, and that's the thing that I'm going to touch upon. So I'm going to use a very simple term called SETI, S-E-T-I, which was actually a beautiful novel written by Carl Sagan. It talked about extraterrestrial intelligence, search for extraterrestrial intelligence. But anyhow, our framework here for this talk is going to be SETI, and it's scalability, emotions, technology, and call it international appeal. So chai market is a very, very large market. As a brand right now, we are a very small company. We are primarily present in Bangalore. We're there in Pune as of last month, and we are also in Gurgaon. But even of a company of our scale and size, we sell about 1.5 lakh chai glasses a day. The potential in India is to sell maybe 1 crore glasses of chai a day, right? So when we started the business, we knew that the market is very large, but it never struck us that it is so large. I mean, the demand for chai is massive. I mean, imagine if I was to keep a table here with chai and maybe even charge for it while the conference is going on, I'm almost 100% sure, good 30, 40, 50% of you would walk over and just pick and just sit and enjoy, especially if it's a decent glass of chai. So the scalability hit us, and it is hitting us, as we go about our business on a day-to-day basis. That scalability also led to the very different kind of a framework of how to look at the business. Our whole sense of how operationally intense the business is has evolved and continues to evolve on a month-on-month basis. And as I said, we are not even present into the main markets of chai. The per capita consumption of tea in Bangalore is amongst the lowest in India, but it's the fastest growing. The biggest markets are Maharashtra, NCR, and so on. So the scale hit us, and we have grappled and thought of a lot of things to handle that scale. The second thing which hit us was emotions, the E in SETI. As we went about building a business, we've realized that chai is a very emotional beverage. It's not just a drink that you plunk down, but it's a very personal drink to a lot of people. A lot of people are very particular about the kind of chai that they want early in the morning. It has a serious symbolism for families. So if you just look at the social context around chai, it is very, very strong and very, very rich and deep in India, right? We never really appreciated it to that extent. We had an inkling, but not to that extent. What is important about emotions? We are a company, a startup, essentially about building brands. When you have a product category which has deep sense of emotions, the whole brand building exercise then takes on a very different hue. We are not introducing a product and trying to create emotions around it. We are dealing in a product which already has huge set of emotions behind it. That was completely unexpected. Third thing, technology, the T in SETI. So most of us in our company come from a technology background. We thought there will be some bit of technology, but it never really hit us till the time we kind of got a good grip of our business model as to what really technology means for the business. Now there is this huge talk about food tech And to some extent, there is some reason behind it. Food sector as such has not had technology infused to the extent that some of the other sectors have had. That's why there's a bit of a gold mine rush towards that sector. But from our standpoint, appreciating that we are in a product category which sells in millions, if not billions. After water, tea is the most consumed beverage in the world. Let's not forget that, right? And India, especially being the second most populous and soon to be the most populous country in the world, is all about tea. Now, with that scale around a product category like chai, which has multiple millions and billions of transactions in a micro size, so small ticket, high volume transactions, if your business is built around that, then technology has to come and technology has to play a big role. Otherwise, how do you even control what is happening in such a small ticket, high volume scenario? So we were and continue to be absolutely amazed with the usage scenario and the potential of brand building for us as a company through technology. So we have our own technology platform called Shark, which we have built end-to-end, our supply chain, our point of sale system, our delivery management, our distribution. We completely built our own code base. We were slow initially, and even now, frankly, we have some chinks in our complete technology platform, but it has given us an immense advantage, and it has given us a very different vision about what the business should be, you know, as a brand, as an F&B brand, by having our own technology, what it could be by having our own technology. So technology has been a big eye-opener. The last part which has come to fore and now, you know, excites us a lot is the international appeal of the beverage. When we started, we thought we were dealing in something which is very Indian and local, chai, right? But we are very pleasantly surprised as we have gone about our business that chai is now a very, very international world, right? So Starbucks has acquired 2-3 tea companies. They acquired a company called Tazo years ago in 1996 for $6 million. And now the revenue from Tazo for them is close to about $1.5 billion. A year ago, they acquired a company called Teavana for $750 million. It was a listed company, and the list value price of that company at that point of time was $120 million. So now they're going after Teavana in a big way. They are opening stores and they're talking about it at multiple forums. They recently tied up with Oprah Winfrey to create a range of chais called Oprah Chai, right? Why is Starbucks important? Because they're very strong in North America, they're very strong in Europe, and they are a big, big marketing kind of amplifier for beverages, right? Especially coffee and tea. So the word chai has become international. It has got now international headwinds. You walk into any parlor, you know, the top-end parlors, and we are not a parlor, by the way, but when you walk into any parlor internationally and use the word chai, you're not met with stares. People think that you are globally well-heeled and you're very selective and you have a taste and all, and you're not just run-of-the-mill coffee drinker. We've got nothing against coffee, and it's a great beverage, and I have my cup of coffee every day. But the point I'm saying is that when we started, we thought chai would be a very kind of, and it's an Indian play, but it's not an Indian play. It's a super international play. The fastest growing category in chai is green tea. And I came across a very interesting statistic that for the last 24 to 25 years, the tea market in North America, which is the world's biggest consumer market still, has grown at a CAGR of 7 to 8%. That means for the last 22 to 25 years, year on year, irrespective of different dips and, you know, kind of crashes or whatever, the tea category has grown, primarily on bottled iced tea, and in India, bottled iced tea is just about absent. So these are the 4 things, really. I mean, the extent of scalability, or the scale potential, the emotions behind the beverage, the role of technology, and the international headwinds from a marketing standpoint, which are absolutely new for us in the business and which excite us a lot. Thank you so much. Please.
Yeah, we have a question. Thanks, Rahul. Thanks a lot. Rahul, not the dip chai, but the normal chai has a shelf life. You know, when we make it and you like to drink it as soon as possible to get the right taste. One of the things which I realized in the outlets is that the longer it's put in the can and then you serve, the taste changes. So, what has been your experience in dealing with this situation of giving your customer a fresh chai who's really a chai drinker?
I agree with you. There are two, three things here to be appreciated, right? The number one and sometimes number two product category for us here, at least in Bangalore, is a product called Dum Chai, right? Now, Dum Chai by its very nature is a shelved tea, right? So when we started, frankly, we started only with Dum Chai, right? And that has become the mainstay. Now, for some of the other teas, you can debate whether it is better if you prepare it glass by glass and get it. But what we have seen from a volume standpoint is that the Indian customer, by and large, and I would say really by and large, is seeking a very strong cup of chai. They are using chai as a kick. It's not a fine dining, bone china kind of experience of tea, but it's my chai which is kadak, which is kind of intense. That's why we have not been too perturbed by this aspect. What we are also realizing now is that there is a considerable customer base which is asking for pure teas, non-milk based teas, essentially. Now, those teas, by and large, need to be steeped right in front of the customer. So, as you will notice in the next month and a half, we'll be introducing what we are calling the green and gold station across all of our stores, where you'll be able to select the teas and they'll be steeped right in front of you so that you get the actual flavor. Those teas can't be shelved in some sort of a container or not. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much.